Welcome, friends, to our Midday Faith Lift. I'm Reverend Pat Bessey, and it is my joy to be with you today. And if you're with us for the very first time, welcome. We are so glad you're here. And it is midday, and it's midweek. And I have a reading that I'm going to share with you. And then we will spend a few moments in the silence. And I see Carol Holt is here with us, and she is at Ocean Park. And hold on, Carol, I need to shut my door. Can you turn your volume down a little bit? I'm back. I needed to shut the door. Reb Leroy was listening to me, and it was distracting for me. So anyway, I will be reading. We'll spend a few minutes in the silence, and then we'll go about our day. And it is a beautiful day out there. The sun is out here in Casco, Maine, and maybe a little chilly, but it's still beautiful. Hi, Kathy. Kathy from Lake Norman, North Carolina, just joined us. And so make yourself comfortable and let my words just flow over you. It's called Turn It Over. And it comes out of this little book called I Am With You Always. Turn it over. There comes a time in any undertaking when we have done all that we can do. Having accomplished what is humanly possible, it is time to turn the rest over to God. Turning it over is akin to planting a seed in the ground and having the faith to allow that seed to germinate in darkness. Just as invisible forces bring forth the seed's potential, infinite intelligence works behind the scenes to produce the good that you desire. As one person put it, I realize that God is doing for me what I cannot do for myself. God is doing for me what I cannot do for myself. Turning it over also means placing the final results in God's hands. Sometimes that's hard for us to do, isn't it? We give it over to God and then we want to take it back. But here's what is said. Have faith that if Spirit is doing the work through you, Spirit will handle the outcome. Have faith that if Spirit is doing the work through you, Spirit will handle the outcome. As you develop this trust in the higher plan, fear and worry will gradually disappear until you can declare with confidence, it is all for your glory. It is all in your hands, and I do rejoice in this. It is all in your hands. And from Matthew 11:18-30, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And then from Psalms 55:22, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. Hand it over. Give it over and don't take it back. An anonymous writer writes, we set the sail and God makes the wind. We do our part and then we hand it over. So as we think about that, let us take some time in the silence and think of something right now that you may be holding on to, that you have done all that you possibly can. And now it's time to give it over to God. It's time to let God take it and work through you to bring it to resolution. So take that and let us move into the silence for just a few minutes. And staying in that place of quiet, hear these words. As children bring their broken toys with tears for us to mend, I brought my broken dreams to God because he was my friend. But then, instead of leaving him in peace to work alone, I hung around and tried to help with ways that were my own. At last I snatched them back and cried, how could you be so slow? My child, he said, what could I do? You never did let go. So this is a great opportunity to take a look at what are you holding on to that you're not willing to let go of? Even though it's causing you distress, anxiety, fear, what is it that you're still holding on to that all you have to do is just hand it over? We're in a very important time in our life. We're in a time where we are slowing down, taking the opportunity to spend more time with ourselves. And in that, some things may be showing up for you. You may see some patterns that you want to let go of. Some patterns that you have carried all your life, and now it's time to let go of them. I was talking to a friend today, and she was saying, you know, what I'm noticing is how much I spend time in anxiety and worry, and I'm ready to let that go. So just give it over, friends. Give it over to God and let God work through you to resolve it. Don't take it back. And so I want to just remind you that I will be with you on Sunday, and Sunday we'll be looking at the last 2 steps in the 6 steps to spiritual maturity. And one is step 5 is about prayer and meditation. So we'll be talking more about this letting God take it and putting it into action. And once you let it go, that's the action step. So I hope you join me. I hope you join tonight at 7:10. Rev Leroy will be doing meditation. And then on Friday at this same time, Reverend Elizabeth will be here. And also Friday evening, Dina will be doing her 1 hour of music, which is such a lovely, lovely opportunity to just listen and join her. She does such a wonderful job of making sure we have all the words. So there are many things, many opportunities, and we are very grateful that you continue to show up. And so I'm going to say, have a blessed day. Know that I love and bless each one of you. And if there's anything that I can do to support you, please let me know. Namaste.